Hey, what's up? It's Sage. What is up? I've been asked to do an in-depth, long review on Lady Leo where I cover everything, crest, talents, game modes, everything you can imagine they wanted me to talk about. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. So let's get at it. Let's talk about Lady Leo. So first of all, let's talk about my Lady Leo because this is the one I'm going to be discussing, the one I'm going to be testing out, the one I'm looking at. So my Lady Leo is level 200, single evolved. I probably will take her to double evolved if I can get some more duplicates, but since I don't plan on spending gems for a while, it may take a month or two before I can get more duplicates. So right now she's leveled out at level 200. I got her at 8 of 10 skill. She's 5 of 8 war god, and I'm running Berserk 4 crest, and she's inscribed to 90. So she's at a decent level now, so we can sufficiently test her out and see what her strengths and weaknesses are. Let's take a closer look now at her stats, her attributes, and her talents. Okay, so first of all, your ideal level that you want to have this guy at, or this girl at, is level 8. And that's because of the increase in the stun. You see right here, at level 7, it only is at 1.9 seconds, right? And at level 8 it goes up to 2.2 seconds. Level 8 is the same as level 9. At level 9 is also 2.2 seconds. And you only get an increase of 5% more. Everything else is the same, but you get 5% more of attack. So level 8 is ideal. If you go to level 9, you might as well take it to level 10, because at level 10 you get 100% attack and you get 2.5 seconds. So, you know, I think I would like kind of cap out at level 8. Unless I really want to double evolve her, then I'll take her to level 10. So at 8 of 10, she's dealing damage equal to 90% attack to the target and enemies near it every 0.5 seconds for 3 seconds. Also stunning them for 2.2 seconds. Hero has level 8 bulwark and the cooldown is 3 seconds. So she's basically like Thunder God, but with a cooldown. However, when you break down her cooldown, it lasts for 3 seconds, which is a short amount of time, but her stun lasts for 2.2 seconds. So you're looking at a 0.8 second differential between the end of the stun and the cooldown. So that's not a lot of time. So when you factor in her slow attack speed, she's attacking at 1200 milliseconds. She essentially has no cooldown because by the time she gets to her proc, this cooldown would have been already over a long time ago. She's not an auto proc hero and she doesn't have fast energy recovery, so it will take her 8 swings, 8 attacks to get to her proc. And this is what it looks like, you know, just doing a regular dungeon 8. She has a very long range to it. See how far she is. See how far she got before she started attacking. Now her proc could hit anywhere in the map, so it hits way over here. You see that? Let's see where the next one hits. It can hit anything on the map. Now the way the proc works, it lasts for 2.2 seconds. It will continue to hit something until it kills it. But you see, it hit these troops, so it already killed the troops really fast, so it didn't continue to go off for the full 2.2 seconds. So there you go. That was a good one right there. Let's see. Yeah, so depending on what it hit, it could cause a lot more damage. But if it hits like some troops, it's not going to do anything. If it hits something with a lot of stuff near it, it's going to destroy that also. And like I said, it'll continue to proc until it destroys it or until the proc stops. But once it destroys it, it's not going to proc anymore on it. So this is how the proc works. I want to see if it, oh, it's way down there. Now that's the bad thing about this thing. It could hit anywhere. I mean, it's like Thunder God. You don't know where this proc is going to strike. It could hit troops, it could hit buildings, it could hit anything. So it's very unpredictable, and for that reason I don't really like it in raiding. So here's a raiding base. You can see it's completely empty. And we're going to drop Lady Leo up here and just see where the random proc hits. Now imagine if there were troops in here that could kill her. But we want to see where, as a sniper, like where it would target. So it's targeting over here at the bottom. Where's another one at? Way over there. You see over here on the left. So it didn't even hit these heroes in the middle yet. I would not use Lady Leo for raiding. Now when it hits, it does a lot of damage. You can see that right there. But still, I mean, it's like Thunder God. Like do you want this unpredictable? I would rather have a hero that I know is going to strike the middle of the base. If there were troops in here, Lady Leo would have been dead. So, do I recommend Lady Leo for raiding? No. You can see right here, the proc is just way too random. It's too all over the place. Where's this next one going to hit? Way up there, you see. Alright, S5. And we're all coming in at the game. Same time, same area. Lady Leo is out the bat. Okay, Lady Leo. Let's see if her proc goes off anywhere. There it is. It hit that dragon. It killed the little dragon over there. And now it's hitting the big demon. I don't know if that proc did anything. So, I don't know. I can't tell. I ran this whole HPM and I really don't know if Lady Leo made a big, huge difference in HPMs. Alright, so due to the randomness of her proc, rating, HPM, I don't know, it's not really her thing. Don't expect a huge difference for Guild Wars. Don't expect a huge difference for any type of HPM type setting like Wretch Gorge or Guild War Defense or anything like that. So this is not the hero for that type of game mode. And that's because all those game modes, they have a whole lot of targets on the screen. And if there's a lot of choices for Lady Leo, her proc's going to be everywhere. You're not going to know what she's going to choose and what she's going to hit. So when you got 70, 80 targets, you know, coming at you or on the screen, you don't know what's going to happen with Lady Leo's proc. So, but when we narrow down her choices, when we narrow down the targets in some game modes like one-on-one game modes like Arena, like Lost Battlefield, like Lost Realm Altars, now she's not choosing between 70 targets and troops and buildings and everything else. Now she's only going after the 6 enemy heroes that are in front of her or the 5 enemy heroes that are in front of her. That changes things a lot with this hero, with Lady Leo. That changes things a lot. Let's look at that. Now, just to be thorough, I have been using Lady Leo in these dungeons. I've been going through these dungeons, and I just don't see any thing that her proc is really doing to really, help. So, I mean, I'm sure it is helping, but I just don't see it. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if she's really good in dungeons. I don't know. I try, but let's see what happens. I can't really see the effectiveness of her proc. Maybe because the dungeons move so fast, and I don't know. So anyway, that's why I didn't really include the dungeons, because I've been doing it already, and I just don't really see any type of effectiveness to Lady Leo or any type of advantage of having her in the lineup. Alright, so going back to Lady Leo, let's look at the talent that you want to put on her. And we already know that she kind of is like a Thunder God. Her proc kind of works like Thunder God. So you want to keep that in mind when you pick a talent. Now I went with War God, and that's because I can take War God up to 8 of 8. She already has a 8 of 8 Bulwark. So when you combine the 8 of 8 War God with the Bulwark, and if she was double evolved, and then if she had the Berserk Crest, which gives you the most attack bonus, have her, inscribed up to at least 90, and then if you put the Axe of Strife on her, she is very, very, very strong. She's very strong. So I was going for that. I wanted to have her very strong so that when she procs, she'll make a difference. She won't just be pissing people off and adding energy to that hero, but she'll actually be effective in killing them. This her proc, it works in like ticks, kind of like Gulam's proc or Mortep proc. or Santa Boom. It's little ticks at a time and it adds up. So for every zero point 0.5 seconds, every half second, she's doing 90% attack. So like I said, with War God, I'm increasing that attack by 30%, plus you're also increasing it with the level 8 Bulwark by another 60%. So this is a 90%. Instead of 90% attack with War God, I got a 180% attack every zero point 0.5 seconds. But obviously I have a preference for War God because that's what I got on mine. But when you want to pick a talent that's going to enhance the bulwark, so tenacity, life drain is going to be super high with that bulwark because it's going to be drawing off 60% more HP, and so is tenacity. Tenacity, you're going to have 60% more HP on top of whatever the tenacity gives you. So that's something you want to look at as crest or as main talents, also. And scatter would also be good because Lady Leo has a very, very long attack, or attack range is very long. So she's kind of like Harpy Queen or Pixie. She has the same attack range. So she can scatter something from far away, and she can really, really be effective with scatter, I think. Also, scatter is a tank talent, so is tenacity, so is life drain, so is bulwark. You want a tank talent. You want a tank talent because basically, even though she has a long range, she's a tank. Because you can see that she's going to be most effective in game modes where you're going player versus player, where you're PvP, where you're team battlefield, lost realms, anything where you're going one-on-one with people, because her attacks or her targets are going to be limited to those people she's attacking, those 5 or 6 enemies that's in front of her. And when her attack is limited, or her targets are limited, she's going to be more effective than when she has a million targets to choose from. So because of that, you want her to have a tank talent, something that's going to make her attack harder, make her attack stronger, and it's going to enhance that bulwark that she already has. So scatter, War God, anything like that, tenacity, those are going to be some good talents. Even stone skin, anything like that. I don't want to go through there's 20 something talents that I would have to cover, but you kind of get the idea of the type of talent you want. Just get something that's tanky and something that's going to help that bulwark. Now, there's been a lot of discussion also on her attributes, that IGG lowered her attributes. They gave her bulwark to make up for these like low attributes that she has, and that they had just gave her normal attack speed, normal HP, and all that. She would need bulwark, but the bulwark is unneeded. Well, that's not true. That is just simply not true. I'm sorry. This is level 200 Lady Leo, and you look at her attributes right here. She has one of the highest movement speeds in the game right now. Let's just look at this. 320. I mean, that's higher than Dread Drake's movement speed. Her HP is very high. I mean, this is comparable to most of the other heroes. So having 86,000 HP at level 200 evolved is pretty normal. And you got to remember, now she has bulwark to enhance that, because the bulwark doesn't actually show on the screen. You just got to factor it in. And then her attack is pretty decent. It's pretty normal. I mean, it's not lower than everybody else's. Now let's look at her compared to Beast Tamer, who has the same level and everything. So Beast Tamer, if you look at it, his attack is lower. His attack speed is lower. His movement speed is lower. He just has more health. So if you look at the numbers, Lady Leo, Beast Tamer, you see? So Lady Leo, she's not lacking. Let's look at Valentina. Okay, Lady Leo, she has you look at her stats, and then you look at Valentina. Valentina has slightly more attack. She has a lower movement speed. She has, let me see, she has 86. So she has lower health. Valentina has lower health at evolved, and the same attack speed. So her attributes are pretty good. And you got to remember, you're going to increase this by 60%. 60% right here is going to be increased. Based on her gameplay for Crest, I would go with Revitalized Crest, or maybe Life Drain Crest. Now I went with Berserk Crest. She has a cooldown, so I don't recommend this in general. but I went with Berserk because it gives her the most increase uh, on her attack right here, her attack bonus. And since I have War God, I wanted her to have the highest attack bonus to get the most multiplier that she can. So that's why I have Berserk. But obviously, you want to get her minimum to level 90 inscription, and I think you'll be good to go. So let's look at the PvP game modes. Lady Leo is a very effective arena player. She will be one of my permanent arena players from now on. That's how much I'm impressed with her. So here's some arena footage that I took a little bit earlier because I'm out of battle chances now, but I'll show you exactly what she's good for in the arena. Alright, so my team is in the middle, the other team is at the top, and my team is going to hit the crystal first. I got that Ares proc going first, and Lady Leo's, her proc is going to be hitting either the crystal over here on the right, or it's going to be hitting one of these heroes. Now let me zoom in on these heroes on the right so you can see how that proc is just decimating the Skull Knight. Now when you combine Dread Drake's proc and Lady Leo's proc, you can see he's just stunned over and over again, and his deadly strike or whatever he has is not going to be able to go off. I kind of like that everybody uses Skull Knight in arena because Skull Knight is very easy to debuff, and Lady Leo is an excellent debuffer with that long stun that she has. So it kind of works to my advantage. But as you can see right here, this Skull Knight is just, it's over. Nothing that Skull Knight could do. Alright, so same lane, but this time I'm going head to head, and I'm in the middle. We're both in the middle. Lady Leo's shutting down the Santa Boom right here. You can see the proc come down again. That it's hitting the crystal right now, but proc's going to come down and hit this Dread Drake. So with all those debuffing going on at the same time, this team didn't have a chance. Somebody's going to stop you, slow you down, stun you, reduce your speed, reduce your attack, something with all these heroes. So it's a very easy win. Another one-on-one setting I think she shines at is going to be Lost Realm battle altars. When you're trying to get these battle altars back, she's going to be very, very strong. So this is all double evolve team against my team. I'm not all double evolve because my Lady Leo isn't double evolve, but it's just a very, it was a double evolve team. You saw it, and I just ran through them like butter. I mean, she does very, very good in this, and ever since I've gotten her, she's a permanent member of my Lost Battle team because she's just so damn good at it. Alright, so I'm going to wrap it up. In summary, I want to say that Lady Leo is going to be very strong in PvP game modes, very weak in raiding and arena and Wretch Gorge and stuff like that there's multiple targets. Her proc is too random when it comes to multiple targets, and it's all out over the place and you can't depend on it. Now when it comes to PvP game modes, arena, Lost Battle, Lost Realm, Torch Battle, anything where you're going head to head or the targets are grouped together in one, they're limited, like only 5 or 6 targets, and they're grouped together, then her proc is going to be a lot more devastating. When her proc stuns one hero, it also tries to destroy or keeps going off for the full 2.2 seconds until it destroys the target. But it's also going to be hitting everything that's around it. So if you have a group of heroes and it procs on one of those heroes, it's also going to be hitting the surrounding heroes that just happen to be in the way. So you got to look at it that way. So if you have that type of game mode, you're going to definitely want to use your Lady Leo. But anyway, that's it. Right now I'm just rambling. You got the gist of it. That's my review, and I hope you like it, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.